All right, as we head towards the Sunraysia, exciting times. Unfortunately, not as exciting as we would have hoped for the boys from the Ouyen United Kangas. Dean Jardine is the coach. He's been good enough to join us from his workplace this afternoon. G'day there, Dean. How are you?
Good, thanks, mate. How are you?
Yeah, really good. I know you're very disappointed. The big game that really had a lot at stake early in the season against Moorbeen. At 3/4, it looked like you might be able to get home, but they came home late and they kicked 2 goals, 6 to 2 behinds in the last quarter to take the points from you by 4 points, 9-14 to 10-4.
Yeah, it was obviously disappointing, mate. We were probably the better side for 3/4. We played some good footy. Much improved from round one, obviously. Get overrun at the end. It probably just shows the fact that it was only our second game back again. We had one in the bye and then, back into it. So I think we just sort of run out of steam in the last quarter.
Yeah, just that's something that's been looked at training, I know, during the week. Brady kicked 4 and Stanbrook got a couple. And, Brady was good for you, starred for you, along with your star player, Dallas Willsmore.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, boys they played a wing each, and they were both unbelievable. So yeah, both really good ball users and very smart footballers. So hopefully see a bit more of it tomorrow. Yeah,
I reckon so. You're going to need that. That is for sure. Looking at the reserve grade, it was the boys from Ouyen United, the Kangas, some players putting up their hands for senior selection here. 5'11", 41 to Moorbeen, 3'3", 21. How did you see the players here? And are there a couple of lads that look like they might be picked in the senior side?
Yeah, boys were really good again. Really good team effort. Couple of standout performers. So I think one of the boys has been rewarded, and he'll come in for his first game tomorrow. So Big Tate, I think he got best on in the reserves after a second or a third in round one. And, he'll make his senior debut tomorrow, which is exciting.
Oh, the Patchawallic folk will be absolutely ecstatic about that out there with the silo. Of course, Tate's dad is the man on the silo, so that's going to be great for them. They'll be standing tall, so to speak, when they come out to watch the young fella make a debut. We'll talk about that a bit later, but young Schultz booted 2. He's been in good form. McKay and Manly and Gloucester, all singles, and Tate Hullen, T. Gloucester, T. Barker, A. Rowan and A. Morris, the better players in that 3-goal win. And looking at the 18s, they came out to play, and this was a good grade for you guys. You've got some good players. Moorbeen, though, showed that they've got a really good side in 7 goals, 22 behinds, 64 to beat the Ouyen United Kangas in this grade, 4-4-28. They fought back in the last quarter, though, and you'd be pleased with that.
Yeah, mate, they were up against it. Unfortunately, we had one of our key players injured at training Thursday night, and then young Sam O'Shan busted a finger in the under-16. So they were a couple of key players short, and they put up a good fight for most of the game. It sort of looked like we were in the game. It was, 1 or 2 players I think would have made a big difference. But, the boys fought it out, which was good. So
certainly is. Young Grace kicked 2 goals, and Vine and Pengelly got the others. Magda Salas was best, and he's showing something, this young kid. Mildy is a good player. Both Mildy boys are. And Fidge and Pengelly, A. Pengelly, also named in the better players there for the boys from the Ouyen United Kangas. And in the 16-year-old group, this is where it gets real tough. But they came out and really played a good game. 11-10-76 Moorbeen, Ouyen United Kangas 6-8-44.
Yeah, same again, mate. It was a really good effort from the boys. Obviously, they're undermanned, and there's not a lot of numbers in the age group. So all we can ask is that they have a crack every week, and obviously, look like they're improving every week. Which they were quite competitive again, which was good.
They were actually leading this game at half-time, and at 3/4 time, just 8 points adrift. So it was only really with O'Shaughnessy with that broken finger that caused a lack of, player numbers there that in the end was telling. But Jay O'Shaughnessy booted 3, and Scott, Jay Grace and Valence all got singles. Jay Grace, really good young player, this kid. He's going to be a star of the future. Young Grayling is a good one. Farnsworth, Catanach and Jay O'Shaughnessy, also a young star for the future. Heading to the next grade, and this was the kids in the 14-year-olds, and they try hard early in the morning. It was not to be for the lads because there wasn't a game. I think it was, did Moorbeen have a side in this age, or is it Ouyen that don't have the side?
No, that's us that struggle, mate. Yeah, yep. So,
do you get a scratch match together, or do some of the 12-year-olds come and play in a game there?
yeah, they just mix and match, I think. So I think it'll be the same again tomorrow. I think we're a bit short on a few numbers, so it's a bit unfortunate, but just the way it is with numbers and whatnot. So I think they still play a game, but yeah, it can depend on how many they can get from opposition and then, who's available and as to how many they play aside and whatnot. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's head back to the seniors then, and it is this week's Big Titian, and it's going to be a massive week for you boys because you come up against another side that is raring to go and wanting to play finals football, and that's where it's at early in the season, and the Ouyen United Kangas at your underball stronghold take on Wentworth. Wentworth get the big long road trip from up in New South Wales. When they get to underball, they won't get any favours from the locals, that is for sure.
No, mate, no, it's going to be a good challenge for us. I think, like you say, they're obviously they're a good side on the improve and looking to play finals footy. So I think they're 1 and 2 possibly. So there's a lot on the line for both clubs. But yeah, obviously for us it's a must-win game. So we're treating it like a final.
You certainly are. You're bringing young Hullen into the side. Is he the only change from last week's team?
No, mate, no. So we got Andy Jardine back into for his first game of the year, so he's going to be a nice little addition. So he'll come back into our back line and really strengthen it up, and a bit more experience. So yeah, he's actually playing his 200th senior game for Ouyen United Football Netball Club. So yeah, boys are all up and about, pretty excited. Hopefully we can get it done.
I reckon you can get it done if it's for Andy Jardine, the former coach and former guest on this program. I reckon that is going to be something that they have to do at underball. You cannot drop this match in terms of this season. Jesse Valance, good for the run last weekend, and no doubt about the fact that you've got this young kid to debut who is going to have his work cut out as he plays his first game, Tate Hullen. Good luck to you, young man. All right. The reserve grade will be missing Tate Hullen, but how do you reckon you'll go against Wentworth?
Yeah, I think the boys will. I think they'll get it done, mate. They've been in good form, and they've got a couple of guys back from injury. So Bailey Pengelly, Jimmy Morris is back in, Oscar Smith as well. So they've added some really good players back into their side for the weekend. So I expect a pretty good show from the boys. I think they'll win a tough game, but they should get it done.
Yeah, got to get it done. Ouyen United in the 18s at their home deck at Underball take on Wentworth there. Now, Wentworth below you on the table here, so another opportunity for the boys here, and this is a chance for them to get their first win of the season.
Yeah, it is, mate, yeah, and no doubt Benny's got them primed up, and he set himself for a big Saturday morning, so hopefully they can kick the day off and celebrate that first win. The boys have been training pretty hard, so I think they deserve one.
They certainly do, and Benny Mole and young Jake Crest were in the better players in their A-grade match last week. So Benny Mole showing it not only with the kids, but also on the field when he plays in defence for you boys, that he has certainly still got it. In the next age group, the 16-year-olds, Wentworth probably start favourites here.
Yeah, I think they will. So it'll be like most weeks for the boys. It'll be a tough challenge, but yeah, no doubt they're all out there. They're getting a run, and I think they're enjoying it. So we'll see how they go. Hopefully they can give it a nudge.
Yep, give it a nudge. Young O'Shannessy with that finger. Will he play this weekend, do you think, the young lad?
No, he's out for a couple, I think, mate. So he'll be watching on. He'll be disappointed, but never mind.
He's a big loss, that one of the leading goal scorers and playmakers in the 16 and 18-year-old age group is young Sam O'Shannessy. I'm looking forward to the results coming through from Underbull and looking forward to a big weekend of Ouyen United Kangas, and I'll let you get back into your work there, mate. You have a great day.
No worries. Thanks, mate. You too.